Nyavaro, hai semua, apa kabar? Sorry, suara Nava agak serak nih. Oke, so gimana kabar kalian hari ini? Akhirnya Nava kembali lagi. Setelah balik Nava dulu main enakan walaupun masih agak serak sih ya guys. Tapi nggak apa-apa lah. Hmm. Nava soalnya kangen pengen temenin kalian, pengen streaming juga. Wait ya, Nava sambil buka di HP karena Nava lupa. Yes, Nava lupa. Lupa buat nyiapin live chat buat dibaca. Oke, kalau gitu Nava mau say hi dulu buat kalian yang tadi udah datang. Halo Yuji, halo Haku, halo Alfi, halo Galaxy Wolf, halo Wira, halo Kuro, halo Ahmad Raffi, halo Manas Ciel, halo Reza, halo Insan Noob, halo Dina anak mama muah, halo Arif, halo Run, halo Reza, halo Kay, halo Staff S, halo Natsuzazi, halo Rahma Santoso, halo Rian Giorno, halo Momo. Apa kabar kalian semua? Semoga kalian semua happy ya. Iya Natali sayang ya Lord. Yay gitu. Halo Mama, halo Dina sayang. Oke, so apa expect homesick? Yes, saya masih sih agak serak dikit kan bisa dengarkan suara Nafa, tapi ya gitulah. Mommy is back, iya Wira. Capek karena masih kelan kerja. Istirahat paman mau di KBB dan sama kucing ini enggak? Jangan dong. Ya Megit saya baru komeditsu. Hisasiburi yo Rian-chan. Kalian jangan lupa buat nge-like dan share ya live ini, siapa tahu mereka pengen lihat Nova juga main DDLC. Oke? Oke, tanpa menunggu this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Press enter instead. I'm not easily disturbed and I'm not a children, and it's only a dating sim game, right? Right guys? It's only a normal dating sim game, right? What could possibly hurt from that? Okay, I'm children. Yes, you're my children, Haku. Kenapa selamat malam? Halo malam Nami, welcome to my stream. So, let's try this out. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit. Okay. What are the warning? I don't know. Kenapa bagaimana kau sudah lawan fanatku? Iya, aku suka one artnya Maci ya. Mak ngelik aja ya, ada kerjaan di channel sebelah mana kayaknya. Oke, Maci udah sempet mampir. Game ini terlalu horor bagi bocil FF. Saya bukan mau bilang bukan bocil FF, tapi dulu pernah main. Gimana ya? Oh, hello Nami. By playing the literal club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age. I'm 2000 years old. And you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I used to watch some disturbing content like eating your meat maybe, or your blood. I agree. Aduh, cantik-cantik ceweknya. Imut. Kayak kegedean ya musiknya ya. Taki. Tintang moshi. Halo Nox, welcome. Konbanwa. Apakah dapat good ending or bad ending? Nah itu. Ini musiknya kegedean nggak? Pas ya. Aku udah mengingat kalau aku pernah main. Okay, let's new game. Enter your name. What is your name? Jangan Nava ya, terlalu biasa apa ya? Nave aja ya, Nave. Ya anggap aja itu karakter cowoknya Nava ya. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Doki-doki like me when waiting you, mom. Sebenarnya aku ada fanart buat Kak Nava lagi sih. Iya Kak. Halo Kak Nava, aku anak baru di sini. Halo Alina, welcome to my stream. Welcome to anak Mama Nava. Aku tunggu loh ya Rian fanartnya. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an aisle in the front of crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Nave. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw nearer, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Nave, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Video na sini ya, hehe. Mama Nava, halo Arya Galaxia, welcome sayang. Nava lagi gimana video adekku? Iya lucu banget. Ya sebenarnya udah jadi sih kenapa? Honto. Boleh deh nanti di share di IG atau di Twitter. Ntar aku tag. Oke? Kayak kemarin ntar aku repost. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you are happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming in need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Hi Nava, hi Adil, welcome. Don't let me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Halo Nava, halo Nemurin, welcome. Tadi ada yang itu ya. Tadi ada yang traktir ya. Bentar Nava baca dulu. Halo Kak, salam kenal juga Rehan. Halo, welcome. Oke, Kak Nava main apa aja? Macam-macam Alino. Kalau sekarang lagi main DDLC. Kakak juga ada main Reko. Kamu bisa lihat di previous live atau di playlist. Ada di playlist kok. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me making me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but start with the anime club. Hello! Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Mini. Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Malam Nava, malam coba-coba. Kalau dipisah aku cuma ada neko Buset, neko parah. Gue belum main. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed to the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I will bring a new member. And that's the game with cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead, so if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! DDLC game yang sangat muah, perfect. Gimana? Ya, siapa datang dan tahu story-nya jangan nge-spoil. Kok saya curiga ya? Ini kata Kak Shin cuman cerita kayak game dating gitu doang soalnya nih. Wah, curiga saya. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yes, I sold my soul for a cupcake. Really? No. But yes, cupcake is great. It tastes good, really. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, nice! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a fresh year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, it is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Aku kasih disclaimer di awal yang spoil ku time out. Good. Apa yang aku lewatkan? Banyak plot twist kah? Oh, okay, good. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Nave. Monica smiles sweetly. Monica so sweet. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Doki-doki! Doki-doki! Nah, nakatamiku. Kak Shin gak pernah main sih, cuman ya Kak Shin kan bilangnya emang dating game kan ini. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Nate. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I met them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been whitened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Oh, thank you, Nakanomiku. Jangan lupa gluk-gluk mah. Oke, ini gluk-gluk nih. Sangat lucu, Kak. Hai, arigato, Miku-chan. Okay, are you ready? Tada! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. Kayak kucing dong! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Go! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Gimana kok agak sus kalau menurutku? Iya. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Make them for you or anything. I thought she technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you, Tommy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Kenapa aku pamit dulu ya, saya mau jalan-jalan sama teman. Oke, hati-hati ya Alino, bye-bye. Halo Kak Nava, halo Wong, welcome. Ini bukan game level dating, iya Kak desainer. What the? Mamaku jadi silent viewer dulu ya, lagi beli jamu. Oke, aku Nasunki Nation 네. Nasunki? Natsuki ga Sunsun da yo. Honto na kawaii. Lagunya enak tapi kenapa gamenya harus rock? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what must you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Really? Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was here because of her. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like this festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Nave, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that put deep and complex fantasy worlds.
I'm back, Megitsu. Welcome back, Rian.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timed since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Oh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gave you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulder.
I'm not cute! Kakaku nai yo! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reach of your hurts.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Waduh, halo Capi, welcome. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we met, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Nave? Monica smiled for me at me once again. Aduh, kawaii banget si Monica. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly comfort with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. A girl stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Nave? You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, these girls' eyes light up. 中野美久さん。Nava, I can't read kanji or hiragana or katakana, so you can write at least romaji or maybe English if you want to, if you could, so I can understand. Halo Kila. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then let's make it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Nave, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Aduh, nya imut. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Hai Nava nyari date dengan cewek-cewek. Yes, hello, hehehe. Nava lagi mau ngedate sama ciwi-ciwi di sini. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Mommy, halo Miu sayang, welcome to my stream, guys. Jangan lupa buat say hi sama Miu sama Selo ya. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Nave, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because they always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good for will find me. Bentar, dia mau deket sama salah satunya. Minimal dia udah deket sama Sayori. MC-nya minta digebuk ya guys. Ngomongin dia nulis. Malam Seichi. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Mommy, hello, alumni, welcome. It's time to write a prompt record using Yang enak apa ya? Kok nggak ada Monica ya di sini? Doki-doki. Halo Nava, halo Rize, welcome. Suku juga tadi kan saya bilang guys ya spoiler atau cerita. Iya, jangan spoiler dulu ya. Hi again, Nave. Good to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Halo Naga-chan, hai Tona, hai Egi, halo. Kedapatan tante ya udahlah, Egi kayaknya udah mulai terbiasa panggil aku tante, jadi ya udahlah ya. Jadi tantenya Egi deh gue. Disuruh belajar kayak tadi, bikin literatur. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging up. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nave. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst to literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like you deserve any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Neve always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Hello Miyamura, welcome. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Tenanda yo. Anong Sayuri? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Nave can become good friends too. Sayuri. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri, even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri? Me? No, really. Hi,
Bye, gak apa-apa kok Aryan, bye-bye. Itu Nando ya, halo Eko, welcome. Halo Yuki.
I'm not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reached into her bag and pulled out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Sekali ya Allah, ribet banget. DDLC, DDLC percuan adalah saya. Mau izin ngulang dulu lagi lemas. Iya gak apa-apa Cavi, istirahat ya. Semangat mom streamnya. Iya Reva. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities from the club. But that doesn't mean to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Istri Aing emang best. Monica kah Yuro? Welcome to my stream by the way. Yuri-chan, oh Yuri, kirain Monica. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slammed down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Halo Mam, halo Puyo, welcome to my stream. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sayuri's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really late compared to all the other clubs though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayuri is talking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it.
Cupcake speaks to my creative tummy.
Tummy gak tuh perut. dere-derean masokis gimana? Istri aing menikah nomor 1, Yuri nomor 2, selebihnya masuk tong sampah sedih. Tapi Natsuki imut loh. Si Sayori juga imut banget. Halo kakak, halo Guren sayang, dedekku.
Cupcake is this then? I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
Salah aing gak pilih. Halo Otone Gatari, welcome. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Semangat kakak, iya semangat Kak Guren. Aduh semangat banget ada dedek gue datang. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day. That's not very convincing.
How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Huh?
Mama Nava semangat. Iya, Alfi sayang, Mama semangat kok. Halo Kak Nava, halo Mahardika, welcome. Sayori glanced around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I ran my fingers deep down to the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe up the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie. Hitoy na.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of thing.
Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though.
I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess?
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close?
I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? OP-nya kegedean guys. Gak bisa dikancing. Selamat malam Kuro, welcome. It did when I bought it.
開けでしょね。かわいいんだよ。
If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud.
Beneran dia ngomong. Guys, jangan ditiru ya. Di sekolah Tata kopainya tambah gede dengan happy-nya. Why? Just why? Ini kan karakternya Nava jadi Dev, jadi cowok ya. Dan dia dengan santuinya ngomong di depan cowok. Why? Just why? Pengen bet we pukul tuh baju tuh. Enggak boleh. Mama nakal ya. Enggak, beneran. Ini dia yang ngomong loh. Lord.
Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori press her button up like that? What's so stuffy? It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Good, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Gimana mah pengen apa? Enggak. Cuman gemes aja ya lo. Dia nih mama ngasih tahu sama kalian kalau di sekolah jangan kayak dia. Dengan santainya opanya tambah besar dengan wajah happy di depan cowok. Itu kebodohan nak. Halo Mami Nava, halo Dim. Welcome to my stream.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, it's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Beneran tadi bangunin guys. Aduh gemes. Jadi ntar gue bangunin deh besok pagi deh ya. Gue bangunin si Sayori. Gue alarm deh, abis itu gue nyalain PC, gue bangunin Sayori.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! Nick, I can't wait to hear yours.
Yes, same. I felt to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's reading, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait. Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit.
Aku kira mama maunya sama aku, ternyata sama dia. Tuh, Natali cemburu kak sayang. Tuh, anak mama sayang. Tuh, cini muah. Gak usah bangun, kasih racun aja, dia udah seneng betul pas. Gak gitu Yuro, gak gitu. Nah gimana mah, mau dibegituin ke mama? Gak gitu loh, ih. Paling cuman diunyel aja pipinya. I can already see Monica's present handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Welcome back, Haku. Who should I show my poem first? Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Nave, having a good time so far? Yes. Artinya kamu sangat manis kak. Arigato nakanamiku. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring chicks up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring these things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Lama-lama gamenya kok jadi susah itu. Kenapa kalau cewek pendek itu kebanyakan tsundere? Enggak tahu. Nova nggak tsundere karena Nova nggak pendek. Nova nggak pendek ya. Bunuh gimana Yura? Hah? Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nave. We're all a little embarrassed, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that will aku learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, it may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Navanya, halo ada monyet. Mama mau dikabutin sama Natali. Nggak gitu, kalau sih wo, paham mo, hazukashi tayo. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing things. That's okay. I'd love to see you to try new things. That's the way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles.
but I'll always help you find that suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it down. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction, the speckled protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Ntar ya guys, minum dulu haus. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something done on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Save ya. Halo Purple, welcome. Tak mau jujur reply lah. Enggak gitu lah. You should I share my poem to next. Let's send Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Maeve. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Mahalo Ogi. Welcome to my stream. Maybe even not so kiss. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? But I'm sure that that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a naive poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri.
I'm very happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the fucking club room. Well, of course. Halo, kenapa? Halo Yasin, welcome. Perfect dubbing mah, makasih. Gue mau tanya, kau makan mie 2 bungkus sama tambah nasi terus masuk sedikit. Nih ya, Nava makan mie 1 bungkus udah pakai nasi aja udah kenyang. Kamu udah 2 bungkus pakai nasi. Sekali lagi, Emsan sekali lagi itu mod lama kan? Nat. Itu mod lama, Nat. Samaan staff S. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Nave. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Coba deh MC nya pakai suara cowok dong. Nggak bisa suara cowok. Coba deh. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this meant to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my plants in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of the bed, making me wrap the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come on and play? Are you trusting me to whisk away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Nava-san, hello the class, welcome. Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made accent toys.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. What should I show my poem? Kayaknya habis kelar nunjukin poem, kita lanjut ke kita udahan ya live-nya. Yuri terakhir deh. Yang lembut-lembut itu terakhir guys, yang manis-manis, yang ayu kalem itu terakhir, yang pengkilaan dulu. Kita kasih. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Huh? Well, anyway, I guess I need to show your mind. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Kok dia ulang ya? Dating sim normal, nggak salah download game tuh. Nggak tahu kayaknya sih. So far normal sih. Okay, actually this is the first time I play a dating sim game like this. But I guess there's nothing weird, nothing sus, except that chairway ada kursi di dalam lemari. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I would like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feel in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Natsuki the best girl. Nah, fokus ke satu cewek aja, Naf, jangan semua diborong. Habis gimana ya Kak Shin, semuanya imut, kawaii. Kan tahu Nafa suka yang kawaii gini kan, gemes tahu. Apalagi si Yuri tuh kalem banget, aduh. Natsuki best girl. Enggak lah, Yuri best. Suara imut mah izin menculikmu boleh mah. Gimana? Nggak apa-apa di sini kok jadi aneh gimana? Ini bukan game dating sim normal. Iyalah. Last one, Yuri. The cutest one, the calm one, the calmest one. Kalemes gak tuh? Paling kalem pokoknya. I'm back. Okaeri nasai, Alino-kun. Welcome back to my stream. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Sorry, I forgot to start speaking.
Bisa ya, orang lupa mau mulai ngomong, bingung saya. Why?
It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure.
Untuk saat ini anggap saja game dating syndrome. Kok curiga ya?
I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really did not notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form with the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and putting them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learn by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Bias? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Aduh, beneran kawaii banget ya. How I cheer, welcome. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bedding. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bet. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Bagus ya, tulisannya cantik.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all. Kenapa rekam anime yang seru dong? Lama gak nonton anime. Tapi Boruto kayaknya rame. Tapi jangan lupa nonton Naruto-nya ya. Ntar kayak ada orang yang ngira Naruto dan Boruto itu duluan Boruto, terus gak tahu kalau ada Naruto. Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Nave.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Halo Mami, suara Mami cocok jadi Seiyu. Makasih Rio. Pew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Oh. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems as they read in tandem. I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
It's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute. Notif traktirnya nggak ada. Ada kah? Kalau gini aja udah bagus, apalagi pas nasi damage. Nasi damage gini kah?
Ora? Kawai kuto na?
Ada yang ngasih traktir. Oke, let me see. Tes, ngetesnya pakai lope-lope nggak tuh? Maaci ya, Joko, Juchan. Okay, my line.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can it be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Sobat damage critical hit. Jangan tuh. Min 100 HP nggak tuh? My earblast.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Neve did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
Aku lagi langsung sempat diam sejenak. Gimana?
And Neve liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new memory, Yuri. That's not what I... Oh, you're just... Maybe you're just jealous that Nev appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything right overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as they started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Nave, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Halo Mami, halo Wira, welcome back. Para gara-gara nafas aja di misan. Gimana? Malam numpang lewat, welcome Raiju. Help me explain that to her, Nave. Oh, what? There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Nave? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Oh. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be Sayuri, help me. Natsuki glanced at me, trying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflicts. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. Buset, sama nama gue sama Wira. Gimana? Baca itu ngedubbing 4 karakter sekaligus mah 4 karakter 5 guys. 4 dari mana MC-nya kagak gitu. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always are. Big and beautiful. Sayori boleh digebuk gak sih? Dosa gak sih ngebuk kayak Sayori? dia kalau ngomong soal boobs itu kayak ngomongin apa itu kayak blunt sekali gitu. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. Ahli mah gak capek kayak itu dubbingnya. Biasa aja. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would have to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Buset kok juga ternyata mau. Okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Nave, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I not nice to myself with newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Kayaknya orang-orang udah pada tidur, maybe. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, that's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Nave, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Mah gabut gimana man? Gimana Ciel? Nggak gitu dong. Kalian nggak capek kok udah mau 2 jam loh live-nya? Iya bentar lagi kok. That's every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an eternal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
Kayaknya sampai sini dulu ya. Nava kayaknya capek, pengen istirahat. Masih agak tenggorokan, masih agak sakit juga. Jadi Nava butuh istirahat ya teman-teman. Maaf ya hari ini nggak sampai 2 jam. Tapi minggu ini ada lagi kok 1 kali lagi untuk DDLC. Jadi kemungkinan sekitar 2 kali seminggu Nava mainin. Ya gitu, makanya dengan menikahimu gak bisa hilang. Nggak gitu dong Kiel. Buset, anak gua. Tolong jangan jadi sangkuriang, nak. Udah cukup. Kemarin ada yang jadi sangkuriang, jangan nambahin. Ya udah kalau gitu Nava pamit dulu ya. Makasih buat semua yang udah datang, udah nemenin Nava dari tadi. Terus nemenin Mama Nava ngobrol juga di live chat. Nava senang banget. Makasih ya semuanya. Kalau gitu Nava pamit dulu. Bye bye. See you next stream. Otsu Nava.
大好きだよ、ママの可愛い娘と息子。じゃあな。